Girls creator Lena Dunham directs and writes Called Birdy, a medieval comedy based on the award-winning young adult novel. I have the pleasure of talking with two stars of the film, Bella Ramsey and Andrew Scott. Thank you both so much. What's Called Birdy about?
So Called Birdy is a famous book that Lena Dunham loved as a girl, and so she's adapted it very kind of loosely, I would say, and it centres on Birdie, who Bella plays, and she's a very spirited young woman who's sort of being quashed a little bit by her father and his attempts to marry her off in order to make a quick buck. And it's a very funny and wild adventure.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a fantastic time making it.
We did.
That's awesome. So Bella, you had your acting debut in Game of Thrones and a fan favorite.
Yes.
How did Lena Mormont prepare you for Birdie?
That's a good question. I mean, Lena Mormont was fierce in the way that Birdie is fierce. I think they expressed it very differently. Lena was more stone-faced, took no nonsense sort of fierce. Birdie is more chaotic, I don't think she particularly knows what she wants. She just knows that she does not want to marry anybody, particularly, especially not Shaggy Beard. Yeah. You have terrible, terrible taste in men and suitors.
I do.
But yeah, it was just a lot of fun, and Lena Mormont definitely prepared me. I mean, it's my first acting. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing really particularly, but I think every job that you do prepares you for the next one.
So Andrew, what's it like playing the father who thinks he's doing right to sacrifice his only daughter?
Well, was the sort of challenge of it, was to find what he was feeling inside rather than what he was necessarily presenting. It's about a father who I think really loves his daughter enormously, but she drives him crazy and he drives her crazy.
Yes.
So part of our challenge was to try and I suppose, show that they still love each other underneath it all. But no, I absolutely loved it. It was made easier. All of us are really in the movie to support Bella's performance. She's in practically every frame of the film, and she gives this absolutely extraordinary, wonderful, completely lovable character to the audiences. So it was a really easy job. It was a really beautiful job. We had great fun. Lena Dunham is a filmmaker with enormous heart and generosity on set. It was a really diverse set. It was incredibly fun and light. It was freezing. We shot it in northern England in the early parts of February and March, I think it was.
Yeah.
And but we had a brilliant time. So we're very excited about audiences seeing it now.
And Andrew, I got to know, how often do people come up to you on the street and call you the hot priest in reference to Fleabag?
A lot. A lot. It's nice though. It's really nice, particularly we're in New York at the moment, and it's really nice that shows like that hit the way they do and affect people the way they do. So there are definitely worse things to be called.
True.
And Bella, this is from like the 1200s, but it has a very modern take to it. What can that be attributed to?
I mean, Lena's writing really, she really made it into something modern and fresh and accessible, I think. And she was very free with the language. She let us say and okay and things that wouldn't have been in the time. Because if we'd have kept it exactly how it was in the time, we would have been speaking Chaucer, and we wouldn't have been able to understand each other, never mind anyone else understanding us. So,
exactly.
So it was, very modern take on the medieval times, and I think it shows also that the problems then are still around today, just expressed differently and in a different sort
context.
of context, exactly.
Yeah.
But they're still very, very much like around today, especially in America.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you both again for previewing this wonderful, witty, and relevant film.